So when it comes to AI coding assistants, you always hear two names, right? Claude and Codex. But what if this whole debate about which one is better is just the wrong way to look at it? In this explainer, we're going to show you how to build a ridiculously powerful workflow by using them together, turning that rivalry into a rock-solid partnership.
Okay, first things first, let's just get this out of the way. Let's tackle that one big question that's probably on your mind, because it's definitely all over the internet. Yup, this one, the classic Claude versus GPT showdown. It's like we're always trying to pit them against each other in some kind of cage match, where only one can come out on top. But what if that's a completely flawed way of thinking about it? I mean, what if the goal isn't to crown a champion, but to build a championship team? Yeah, this is the real question we should be asking. Why not both? The most strategic, most productive approach is to stop picking sides and just start using their unique strengths on the same project. That's where the real magic happens. So, how does that actually work? Well, let's meet your new AI coding team. From now on, don't think of them as competitors. Think of them as specialists, each with a very specific job to do. On one hand, you've got Claude. Think of Claude as your master craftsman. This is the AI that's super diligent, focused on quality, structure, just really well-built code. And on the other hand, you have OpenAI's Codex, your versatile problem solver. This is your creative architect, your troubleshooter, the one you go to for big ideas. Now let's dig into what makes Claude so good at being the craftsman. That massive context window you see? That's the key. It's a total game changer because it means Claude can absorb your entire code base, not just a little snippet, and produce code that fits in perfectly. It's your go-to for complex tasks and refactoring. And then there's Codex, the problem solver. It's incredibly fast, perfect for quick snippets and debugging sessions, but its secret weapon is that GPT code interpreter. This thing lets Codex actually run the code it's working on to test it and verify that the solution actually works. It's unbelievable for debugging. So really, it all boils down to this. You've got to play to their strengths. You wouldn't ask your big picture architect to lay every single brick, right? And you wouldn't ask your master bricklayer to design the entire building. It's the exact same idea here. Okay, so we know what they're each good at. Now let's actually build a workflow that puts them together. This isn't just theory, this is a proven strategy for getting way, way more out of both of them. Here it is, a super straightforward 5-step workflow. It gives each AI a really clear role, which makes the whole development cycle way more efficient. We'll plan, implement, debug, test, and then refine. Let's walk through it. You kick things off with GPT. This is your step one. Think of it as your senior architect. You use it to brainstorm the high-level architecture, design the systems, outline how things should work. You're basically getting the blueprint for your project. Now that you have that blueprint, you move to step 2. You hand it off to Claude, your master craftsman. You can literally give it the detailed plan from GPT and just watch as it builds out the feature with clean, robust, high-quality code. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. You're going to hit a bug. That's step 3. Time to call in your expert troubleshooter, GPT. Just feed it the error message, the stack trace, and maybe the chunk of code that's breaking. You'll be amazed how quickly it can spot the problem. All right, so Claude has written the code. Before you merge it, you go to step 4. Let GPT take it for a spin. Use that awesome code interpreter to run some test cases and make sure everything works exactly like it's supposed to. It's like having your own personal QA assistant. And finally, step 5 is all about making things better. This is where you can iterate between both of them. Use Claude's huge context window for those big refactoring jobs to clean things up, and then switch over to GPT to explore, maybe some creative optimizations or alternative algorithms. Okay, managing a team of 2 brilliant AIs sounds great, but it can get messy if you're not careful. So to keep things running smoothly and avoid, getting conflicting advice, here are a few simple rules of engagement. The key here is to just be a good manager. Give them their own clear roles so they're not stepping on each other's toes. And please don't ask both of them the exact same question. You'll just get confused. Most importantly, maintain a single source of truth for your code. That is absolutely critical. But inevitably, this is going to happen. You're going to have a moment where your 2 star players just don't agree. One says go left, the other says go right. So what do? Don't see it as a conflict. Seriously, see it as a gift. What you're getting is a second opinion from another brilliant expert. This is an opportunity for you to evaluate two different valid approaches and make an even more informed decision.
And that leads to maybe the most important rule of them all. At the end of the day, you are in charge. You are the final decision maker. These tools are assistants. They are not replacements. You have to review the code, understand it, and make the final call.
This really points to a huge shift in how we should be thinking about these AI tools as developers. It's a whole new way to approach our work. Just always remember this. AI is your co-pilot. It is not the pilot. It's here to make you faster, smarter, and more effective. But you are always in the driver's seat. Your critical thinking is what makes everything work.
So let's ditch that whole versus debate and start embracing the power of and. You've assembled your dream team. You've got a world-class architect and a master craftsman just waiting for instructions. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build first?